Yo, my sovereigns, what up? This is Boba Fett, uncensored on the internet, with episode 140 of Splinterlands 101. Joining us once again, co-hosts of the show, finest gentleman who ever lived, Matt Clark,
Howdy, howdy.
with no facial hair. The no facial hair edition.
Yeah, I had a charity gig thing on Saturday night, so I just tidied up a little bit and then put
Uh,
some product in the hair, and I think I pulled up okay. Like I say,
uh,
the hair is a brag at this age because a lot of my peers and friends are thinning substantially, so it's kind of
yeah,
get the bit of a flex.
you could always hit Hollister up, maybe borrow a little bit of hair for facial hair for
Yeah,
an
yeah,
episode.
he's got the yeah
He's
yeah.
got surplus.
He's got some strong genes.
Yeah. And the man behind the Poussey Geotrix.
How are we, gentlemen?
Yeah, yeah. Friday the 13th for you guys already. It's still
Ooh.
Thursday the 12th here, but we're just a few hours behind. We'll be joining you soon. And also still in Thursday, joining us from California, Bebe Omega. Welcome.
Thank you guys. I mean,
Yeah,
I have the full package: the hair,
you
the
do.
face,
Yeah, the full package.
yeah, and probably also flex the hair because I mean, I'm I'm probably not way behind Matt. Like I'm 48. I don't know how, but probably around your age.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah,
we can
50's looming.
50's
we can
looming.
still flex some hair.
Yeah, yeah. 50's still a few years off yet for me. So
Yeah,
actually,
and the kit, the Poussey kit.
yeah. You started shaving yet, Joe?
Shaving what? Sorry.
Have you started shaving yet, or
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
or do you just stand out on the balcony on a windy day and just sort of
Yeah,
like,
that's much it. No. Yeah, I've started shaving. Yeah,
yeah,
a little
yeah. So
while ago now. Yeah, it might be surprising to you, but yeah.
yeah, I turned the big 5'9" at the end of last month, so just less than a year to go for 6'0". Yeah.
You don't look a year older than 58, man.
Well, a few days at least. So what's new with everyone? And anyone can jump in, no particular order. No hierarchical structure here. Anyone wants to jump in with some life stuff?
Cool. I see the hosts are a little bit shy, so I've been okay. I mean, I was a little bit on the down low when it comes to the game. Letting the Archmage do its magic, whatever,
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
yeah, I still am not quite confident that all the bots are gone from modern, and I refuse to be irritated. Like it's like when you meet perfect setup after perfect setup, it's kind of like you can take it for a few days and then it kind of gets on to you. So I was like, yeah, why bother? I mean, anyways, I'm in for the long game. So in the
Yeah,
meantime, just to get something, I put Archmage, like all my modern deck into Wild. And it's doing okay.
yeah. Have you tried Xbot?
No, and I won't on moral grounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There's some content.
it's a stance I've taken for a long time, and I'm not going to change it. So.
Yeah, you want to share?
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, yeah, just before coming to work for Splinterlands, the owner behind Xbot,
Sila.
yeah,
Yeah.
was going into areas that he was not supposed to, and then agreement was made. Then he went back on that agreement, and in general, it kind of felt like until offered a position on Splinterlands, he didn't really care much about anything else but his profits. And yeah, I'm fine with I'm using one of the automated account services, but
Mhm.
there was always like this moral limit that ranked is fine, but tournaments and bros should be off limits no matter what.
Hmm.
And yeah, I see that from people behind Archmage, so that's why I'm kind of like faithful to them. But I didn't see it on the other side. That's why I didn't even give it a try. So I mean,
Talking
yeah,
about like the battle helper feature, or yeah.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, because I know it was available for the brawls for quite some time, and it was definitely noticeable when the ban for using battle helper and brawls came into effect. Suddenly, my win rate went up significantly. I was getting whipped before that
Yeah, but
feature.
in my opinion, any help in competing in tournaments and bro should have been off limits, and it's just a matter of, I think, morals. It's not that people from Archmage could not do it. They just said from the beginning, like, this is not something we were going to get into.
Hmm.
Like, everybody that was into their tokens knew that it's going to be rank play and rank play only.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, maybe I'm like too focused on that, but yeah, just
That's
against my
fair.
moral.
You draw
So
your line, man. You draw your
Yeah.
line. That's
Everyone
it, man.
has their line, and that's what defines you as a person. If you have
Yep.
no line, then it's like, who are you? You
You just
know,
get swept up by any old narrative, right? Like any old agenda.
it's like
Yeah,
Carl,
free
you're
association,
yeah,
free market. That's how
Yep.
we go places. We associate with the people doing the things that we want. We disassociate from the people doing the things we disapprove of. And
It's
as
as
long as
simple as
it's all
that.
voluntary, absolutely, we all get there in the end. Sorry, I cut
yeah,
you off, Bob.
yeah,
Carl
and
Jung.
to be honest, I was feeling like it was a little bit better, like a few months ago. Xbot from Archmage, and it's because my best friend was he's using Xbox, so we're both playing in WoW now. So he used to tease me every now and then, like he beat me here, he beat me there, and
yeah.
now it's the other way around. So I think
Oh,
now it's
yeah.
yeah, things are a little bit changing. Like the last maybe 10 battles, I think majority of the battles are won by Archmage. So
All right.
they're changing stuff, they're evolving. I don't know. I
It's
don't know
it's
if
just
I
the
was
AI
still
bot
working.
wars, man.
It's
It's just
what?
the bot wars. It's just the bot wars, right? It's just the scale's gonna tip back and forth, right?
Well, I think it has a lot to do with the algorithms because I mean you can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
when you play with somebody that is also playing Archmage, you can see it's the same lineups.
yeah,
Whereas when it's Xbot, it's kind of a little bit different lineup. Probably
yeah.
the algorithm behind it is a little bit different, but
But also RNG. I'll say this now. It's RNG. Like
okay. Yeah, of course.
RNG as well, and different lineups, of course. If it's a mirror match, RNG matters a lot more.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the time I find sometimes like the battles that you should have won, you
Oh,
don't.
totally.
You know?
And with the same lineups, it's like whoever goes first has like a
That too.
huge advantage.
Which
So
sometimes also changes during the match because sometimes you hit last and then you hit first and then it's like that's
True.
what takes the game. Like so, it's just completely random.
yeah,
There's a lot of variables. There's a lot of variables.
yeah. And what are you still like? So Archmage is running your wild each season, but you're still participating in brawls.
Oh yeah, I'm
Doing any?
doing my
Yeah,
bros every week. I mean, it's like twice a week, like every bro.
yeah.
And like I think it's more than a month now. We are one of the 8 guilds in the top tier. So it's fun. I
And
mean, it's
want to
not
give you
so fun
want to give your
when I
guild a
see my
plug? Who,
results, but come again?
want to give your guild a plug?
Yeah, it's the Moby Dicks. Um, I think with number 26, but we're in tier 5 now, so it's like I see only seven guilds we're playing each week. So I don't know if there are only 8 of us in tier 5 or just the teams in tier 5 are divided
Yeah.
by groups of 8. But yeah, it's I'm having every bro, I'm having interesting battles with interesting names. So
Some of the names crack me up sometimes. You come across some. And what fray are you playing?
I'm playing in modern max level modern with 15 number 15. I think it's um like diamond, rebellion, and chaos.
Yeah,
So modern, yeah, the
yeah.
modern max,
hmm Uh,
and it's
you,
fun.
do you have a nemesis that you keep coming up against all the time? That
Actually, no, I usually don't even look at the. I mean, I look the name when I beat somebody. I look at what name I have won against.
yeah,
I my losses I don't like to watch much, so yeah, usually if I have something, it will be favorite opponent, but I don't think I have one because I'm not winning that often. But
right.
it's still fun. It's still fun to, especially now that I don't play in rank. Uh, I kind of like a little bit out of touch, but also want to do a lot of experimenting, especially with the new set. So now my favorite combo is Tofu with Olivia, and it's very fun. Very fun. Olivia is very fun to play with.
Have you dropped any bank into Rebellion or
Oh, I
uh,
almost maxed my rebellion.
wow?
It's like a couple of cards are like a couple of common are level 9. Is the pretty much I have maxed it with the abilities that I can see being used. You know, it's like sometimes when you see that you have to buy 100 BCX to get one additional health.
Or one shield or something? It's
I,
like,
I
nah.
might I might do it, but it's not that urgent. But aside from that, yeah, the ones
Uh,
that matter, the rares and the epics, they are maxed. So
and what's your strategy with Glint? How have you been spending your Glint, or are you spending your Glint?
yo, I am, yeah, and now since the new season, I mean, I have saved a little bit from the old season before the start of the new one, but it's gone, all gone.
hmm
I went all in, but from now on, it's like, yeah, I see the only cards that are really impactful are the epics. So probably I'll be just opening my chests and the guaranteed epic draws. If
So
there is some glint left over, maybe the rares and the commons, but definitely not spending money on guaranteed legendaries.
so you think the epics are better value than the
Oh,
legendaries?
oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I think the epics are way better than the legendaries. I mean, my opinion, of course, but
yeah.
Yeah,
I,
that,
I
that makes sense. The legendaries are more like lower mana techs, right? In low
they have
mana
some
brawls.
they have some higher mana as well, but it's just not as impressive. Like oh, the new fun stuff, it's all in the epics.
Yeah.
right.
So
I haven't even looked to be honest. I blame Matt Clark completely. I've been following his lead. He says he's just going to be opening up the legendaries. So
really?
But
I've
legendaries are good. The
Yeah,
legendaries are good for like lower. Yeah.
I've been mostly focusing on the legendaries, largely because I didn't think it through. No, I, I love those the one mana cards because so many
Yeah.
times in the past I've had
Mm.
such a good run with those one mana cards. Your creeping ooze that you know it's it's just such a. And so I look at some of these cards and I look at how many that Blackmore Jinx, creepy, horrid looking thing, but to get a decent amount of ranged snipe damage for one mana is potentially meta changing. And look, I agree. I've softened on my legendaries only stance. I am branching out to epics as well because, like I said, there's a lot of interesting new fun stuff in there. And Olivia, I've kind of fallen pretty hard for because I have Archmage Arius. So because he gives one to each damage type, plus one to each damage
Yeah.
type, she's now doing two attacks, magic and melee, as an opportunist. But instead of being stuck at that one damage, she's doing two damage on each. So things like life leech, for example, or bloodlust, or other things that she might mimic, they become much more valuable when her mimic ability becomes more valuable quicker once she's getting those extra +1 to magic, +1 to melee. So her and Archmage Arius, and then it just becomes a question of how do I keep the game going for a long time, right? And I've had a lot of practice with that because I like the Llama Cube fatigue sort of setup where you organize exactly how you're going to get your cube with lots of scavenge to last stand and then survive to fatigue. So I kind of feel like those skills can transfer across now to, okay, how can I use Archmage Arius and all of my different heavily armored Warrior of Peace, all of your life team to really just hold up the game? How can I make it a stable situation where I'm holding up the game? Maybe put Iziar in there next to Olivia so that she's getting, when he does eventually die, she's getting the benefit of the martyrdom, but also get him triaged, get him repaired, hold the game up while she just mimics and mimics and mimics and mimics. And then 10, 15 rounds in, now she's this absolute behemoth who's just dominating the game. So I love that. I haven't been able to pull it off often or well.
I sent one
but
battle in chat. I sent one battle in chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I see. I
Yeah,
see
let's
you've
watch
set.
From
Yeah,
my
yeah, I
last
see you've
go,
set
and
one.
it's beautiful. But I mean, well, I'm biased.
Let's have a
So
watch.
In
in
Zoom
in
chat.
the
Zoom chat. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Zoom chat,
I have it
yeah.
right here.
Okay. Yeah. I can't even find. Oh, here it is. I see it now. All right.
And it was Olivia versus Olivia.
Nice.
I'll just bring up the rule set. All right, you want to talk us through your thinking here before we watch the battle, Bebe? What was going on in your mind?
Yeah, just as Matt said, easier boosting up Olivia as much as possible with the two resurrects, and I think she also picked up one one resurrect herself yeah, alongside alongside the game. So yeah, the point is that she survives as much as she can until she starts being. I mean, with the sneak rule set and her opportunity attack, it's just yeah, she's constantly feeding. And I'm just it was a brawl, so I was a bit sad that I didn't use any gladiator cards, but he didn't neither, so there was no bloodlust for her to steal.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, even without the bloodlust, it was kind of it was a cool battle, I think.
An interesting strategy too with Iziar there, because he has taunt. He's going to go first, so you're pretty much guaranteed to give Marta to 2 cards.
Several times, yeah.
Yeah.
It's risky though. She has low health, so
Yeah,
a couple
yeah.
of blast cards and she's gone. So this
Yeah.
isn't, this isn't a definite win. It might look like, oh, how could you have possibly beaten that? But literally, I mean, a Chaos Dragon could just hit her bang on and she's dead immediately, right? But also two
But the
blast, 2
chaos,
magic blast cards and hitting Iziar, and that blast goes sideways and now she's gone.
yeah, it definitely carries some risk, but hopefully with the triage and everything, as long as he starts dropping bodies, so she can get her health a little bit up.
Yeah.
And yeah, lucky for me, there was no blast
Gladiators. Yeah.
here, so
All right, let's watch it.
It is pretty funny to be disappointed to take out an opponent's card before you can mimic their ability.
yeah. I think one of the resurrects I lost to the tank, but pretty much it worked as intended.
Yeah, the
Sniping
rebellion meta.
opportunity sniping opportunity can really mess with your resurrect plans sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm so unaware of this rebellion meta. I
This guy here with the
just don't
shield
use it.
attack,
It's so good.
Mantaroth.
yeah, and
Yeah.
blast. So you're essentially getting 2 shots with blast. That's,
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
he was playing the same
Sure.
strategy, I'm thinking Monterot would have taken care of his Olivier, but lucky for me, he was not. So
Yeah.
Putting thorns on your Iziar was a great idea.
where
Yeah,
is Thorns coming from?
The brave tofu.
summoner.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, of course.
the
Yeah.
tofu.
hmm
no, Isjar has a taunt.
No, the thorns, the
Thorns.
Thorns. Yeah.
Oh, thorns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A taunt
Oh,
but that's
card
why.
with thorns. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why that card has pumped up in price so much as well. People like just realize like, whoa, meta.
So now Olivier, my Olivier has tank heal,
Yeah.
as you can see, aside
Yeah.
from everything else. And I
Oh, look
think,
at that.
Swiftness. So
yeah,
now she's helping the whole team.
yeah, I think at some point she got also the blast from from Manterot. Not that it mattered like at that point already, but yeah,
Yeah, this is unreal.
you see what kind of beast she's turning into.
Yeah. You got 3 rows of 3 rows of abilities. And now got flying as well.
Yeah,
Oh, and dispelled the other Olivia.
Yeah,
yeah.
Wow.
yeah, that's a wrap.
Ooh, that's a good solid strike from Uriel there. But yeah,
No, she has the kamikaze stick, whatever was like the one that that deals 1 damage when not that she's going to die, but yeah, picking up the reflection shield, picking up stuff
That's
from the
great. So she doesn't. So she doesn't even get thorns damage from. She just got
yeah,
reflection
that's
shield.
pretty amazing.
That's nuts.
Yeah, yeah, pretty amazing. And you
It's
nearly
fun.
got onto 4 rows there for your abilities. Nearly got onto 4 rows.
Yeah, the meta's changing. It's changed. So, you know, as the game evolves, the more.
Have you
Yeah.
But
guys?
again, it's not broke. It's not broken, right?
No,
It's exciting, but it's not broken because there are.
no.
She does start off very vulnerable. So
Yeah,
in a
And she
way,
can get
it's
dispelled.
about
She can get dispelled as well.
she can.
And
Yeah,
and get
yeah.
back to ground zero.
and I
Targeting
see
is
it more.
targeting
I
is a
see
problem.
I see her more as a utility card than damage dealer in most cases.
Support,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, you can just. I had a lot of battles that I tried to use it and it doesn't go anywhere. It just stays at 1-1 and then doesn't even provide much
Yeah.
utility because by the time,
She needs time.
yeah,
She needs
exactly,
time to stay alive to absorb.
Mhm.
exactly. But did you guys went into the new promo cards?
Not
Actually, I was
really.
gonna bring this up because all I've been spending my glint on, because Matt Clark led me astray. All I've been spending my glint on is the legendaries. So yeah, talk me through the epics here. What are your favorites?
Yeah.
Mine,
Outside of Olivia.
yeah,
Yeah,
The obvious.
mine is 100% delivery. Yeah,
yeah. This Night Reaper
yeah.
looks
Night Reaper is
pretty
also very
groovy.
nice, but pretty much
Yeah,
all of them, I think Arachne Weaver is kind of underestimated. Like people not realizing how good it can be with that mass heal, especially if you have some units with immunity. That mass heal is kind of like mass heal without any cost because it doesn't lower their health.
yeah, yeah,
I've seen Shock Trooper a lot in Back to Basics. He's just such an easy ad at the back
Back
end.
to
Yeah.
basics, all of them are like, yeah, the ones with the red disabilities in back to basic, they're, yeah, a must. And also the one mana card, I think, is it Is it epic or is it? Yeah, yeah. The halfling. Yeah,
Halfling?
yeah. That's like Archmage plays it like 60% of the battles, especially the low mana ones, because
Attacking
even
for 5 with 1
yeah,
mana. That is redonkulous.
And
yeah,
8
and
health.
Yeah.
at level 3 when it gets the heal, just because see, it's not really something you can count on because of the weary disability.
Hmm.
But as a
As
back
a
mid
little
shield,
tank, yeah.
the back mid shield, she's perfect because she has a lot of health for 1 mana, and
Hmm.
occasionally, every now and then, she might even heal herself up. Or he, I don't know. He's a half hobbit, but I don't know if it's a male or female hobbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
But
point.
Quite
also very,
androgynous.
it's kind
Yeah.
of difficult to understand.
Well, opportunity rule set too. I mean, she's a no-brainer, right? She's going to heal herself from a bit of thorns damage, and just hit like a bus.
Yeah, whenever she is able to hit, but yeah,
The crazy thing is it's neutral as well. Just pair it with, whatever summoner, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was asking about the new promo cards, like the
Sorry, like that
the ones from the
mana
shop. Yeah.
warden. Did you get a mana warden?
Which one was the mana order? The voucher one?
Uh,
Voucher
Yeah,
one, yeah.
yeah.
No, that one I skipped on because I have limited voucher and I'm not sure it's the
Hmm.
best. Like there'll be, I think, five or more, or like there'll be several more coming, at least one every 3 months, or like three more
mhm.
coming by for the whole year. So I wasn't just convinced that this card is worth spending my vouchers on, so
Yeah.
I passed on it. But the other promo cards, the Vicar and Eleanor, I dipped my toes definitely. I think Sanctus Vicar for me it's good enough at level 4 with the two cleanses, and I got 50 copies just so I can get the two guaranteed gold foil, and the rest above 25. Anyways, I'm keeping for the future because I don't know how it will play out with the back heal ability, back cleanse ability, but I remember when they introduced the Halfling Alchemist. For more than 2 years, there was no other card with Halfling ability. So at some point, it was a very, very expensive card because of the uniqueness of the ability it had. So I'm just, gambling on this ability not being in play in another card
No one's
for.
anticipating to come up against it.
It just, yeah, I mean, we were asking for backlands for so long. Now there is a promo card with it, but maybe it won't be until next mini set that we see another one.
Mhm.
And if the marketing efforts are successful and we start getting people in, even at level 1, it has the backlinks ability already. So I think it will be. I'm gambling on it being a like valuable card in the future. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I picked up a few extra copies. But at level 4, I think it's like I definitely don't need the damage output or the reflection shield as much. They're nice bonus, but just not worth the money difference.
Yeah.
So that's why I went for level 4, the rare one, and the legendary level 2, just to get the new ability, and that's it. And 3 BCX.
And
Talking
what
about
this one?
low mana high range outputs that Matt started with.
That's a good card. That is, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the
Yeah, I'm
Weary,
just looking at the Eleanor Bravefoot is really an interesting that new blasphemy of all.
Yeah.
That's such a potentially powerful. Yeah,
That is such an actual other TCG ruling, like like an ability from other TCGs like Yu-Gi-Oh and all that. So if this name with this card name gain extra 100 attack points, like this is a universal ability. This one.
Yeah, well, it doesn't apply to chicken. I think it's only fiend.
No,
It's
no.
saying
No,
now.
no,
It's
only
fiend.
with a
Yeah.
card named Fiends. If it's got
Fiend.
Yeah.
Fiends in
They
its
actually
name.
had to change that because it was ambiguous. So they actually changed the
But
definition.
also that gave door for seeing other fiends, maybe necessarily not zero
Exactly.
mana.
Mhm.
So it will
Yeah.
be, hopefully it will be used for ability even in the next set. So because
Yeah.
if not, she's a rebellion card, but I mean we just use for as long as the next set counts because chaos throws out and then her ability goes to waste.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm sure
Yeah.
there will be some fiends in the new set. It makes
Yeah.
sense. They
Yeah.
might
They're really starting to add archetypes now with that ability. Fiends, right? They're
yeah,
specifically saying fiends,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
There is also the neutral card, which is good. Like you can play
Yeah.
it anywhere.
Hmm.
Another good news.
She would be vulnerable to range reflect. I think she has strength in there, so she'll get a couple of shots off. But you boost her too much, right?
Well, but
If you did end up
strength,
boosting her quite a lot with several fiend cards, she could very easily just drop dead from.
yeah, but
her
I
path.
mean, to get to that strength and $550 is kind of. I mean, okay, DC is not really at peg, but I mean, over
Yeah.
$400 just to get to the strength, and it's kind of like,
Yeah. Yeah. So.
do I want to do that?
Maybe wait.
Yeah,
Just wait. Just
yeah,
wait for
It
these
depends what
cards. Yeah.
depends what level you play at too, right? If you're bronze or silver player, you're going to get a whole lot more low mana matches. If you're playing in Diamond Champion, it's very rare, I've found now, to get that 12, 15 mana match. And so it's not just the mana cost, it's the fact that she's costing you a slot. And I keep finding that where I'll get a rule set combination and I'll think, oh, this would be great. I'll do some Martyr boosting. But outside of Iziar, the Martyr options that are high mana cards that are otherwise quite good are kind of low. So in order to say double mana boost a Quora, putting say Mark's Rat and who's the Martyr guy on the
Fungus
F team,
flinger.
yeah, the two archers.
Fungus
Yeah.
Flinger, that's it. Yeah, to do that, but now it's a 50 mana match. It's like, well, what do I do with these? These slots are now full of these 3 mana cards. I need to either accept that I'm going in not spending 5 or 6 mana, or I need to play not necessarily good cards that are not necessarily relevant cards that are higher mana. So it's kind of everything's a trade off. It's not just the mana cost; it's the fact that it's costing you a spot in your lineup, and also it's costing you necessarily a particular spot. So yeah, I could see her being really popular and dominating in bronze, like in a ridiculous way, especially before she has to worry about things like range reflect, which tends to, like most abilities, becomes more prolific higher up the higher up the leagues you go.
Yeah. I had
Oh, and
Marta
at the end of
bite.
the day, it's a 0 mana card, like it's a free mid shield. So I mean, if you have the spot, I mean you have the place, drop it, and I mean you cannot lose. I mean it cannot be detrimental to your team in any way. So it's just like the chicken.
Yeah. All right. So all of these talks of strategies and cards, and by the way, you've convinced me, Baba. Next season, I'm spending my Glint on epics. So we'll see what card, and I'll get more of them as well for more bang for my buck with the epics. So I'm going to do that next season.
To be honest, if you really want a strategy,
Yeah.
and I don't know how much glint you're making per season, but if it's not that much, probably focus on the chests
The
because
ultimates.
the top two, and I mean even at the beginning, since common takes forever to level up, like all 3 types of chests, it's way
Yeah.
cheaper. It's way cheaper than just going for the epics. And since now you don't have that many cards anyways, and you probably need to level up as many as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
With the chests, I think it should get you to the point where, okay, you're missing a few here, a few there, and then you can start using the draws to fill whatever you're missing on. If you have extra glint, of course, like epic draws are awesome. but 7.5. I mean, they're I think almost twice as the ultimate chess. Yeah, not but one and a half times.
Yeah,
And ultimate chess can have 3, for example.
yeah, yeah. And then
It might
also
have 0, but yeah,
the energy. You know, you get your bot gets a few more runs. You get more
yeah.
glint merits for gladiators. Yeah, that's a good call. What have I been getting? 2 days to go. So probably on average 250 to 200 a season of
Yeah,
glint.
that's not bad at all. That's
Yeah.
pretty much a little bit more, but that's pretty much how much I'm getting too. I have a lot to burn though, but I'm still. Are you guys unlocking soulbound cards? Like, what's your strategy, Matt? What's your strategy?
I didn't really do any unlocking. I just bought the ones that I needed and then combined with my locked ones because I was 95% on probably half of my original rewards cards, and the other sort of, I guess, half was I'd say I was 50% almost there, 25 to 30% finished, and there was another 20% or so that I was quite a long way off. So I had to really quite invest quite a bit more in cards there. But I
That's
was
weird.
sorry.
That's weird. I thought you'd be like you would have them like maybe max
Well,
times
I
two
only
times.
play manually, so and often life will happen, and I'll
Oh,
be
okay.
sitting on 50 energy for a long time. So my total number of battles is pretty dismal compared to somebody who's got a bot sort of optimized and running and all of that. So I kind of, because I only play manually, I often, and I'm not very good, which I've been open about. Uh, because I only play manual, I struggle to really get the numbers on the board. So I played
You've also
consistently
considered.
but fairly slowly, and just didn't make it across the line. On a lot of them, I did max out, like I say, but there were quite a few that I never quite got there. So I spent a bit on that, buying them that other people had won and then paid to unbind, and then I had the option for a lot of them of gold or regular foil, and I'd look at which one I was closest on, and then just basically buy what I needed to finish either the gold or the regular foil, and just kind of, I guess, making it just case by case for each of the cards. But I've got them all maxed now, the original rewards, either in gold or in regular. They've all been maxed, and I've burnt all my excess copies. So for Glint, so that's now in the past. That's done. I can look at these new reward set. Like I say, I've been focusing on the legendaries, but I'm making, because I make a lot with various different, like I got a castle, so I'm getting that extra boost, 25% glint rewards and the like. I'm finding that I'm making enough throughout a season that I can kind of maybe not necessarily max out by all of the first tranche or set of the cheapest tier of the legendary and epic draws, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll look at the epics and then get as many legendaries as I can, just because I'm scrolling through a lot of cards from a lot of different editions when it comes to my battles. So I kind of, until I'm ready to hit commons and rares hard, I kind of don't want them on my battle screen. I'm just like, until it's good enough that it's maxed
Yeah.
out or close enough, I just don't want to
Makes
just
sense.
scroll using the filters more and more.
But have you considered, anyways? Because I would guess you're like a wild player. Have you considered like
Yeah,
automating your account? Like, is it on moral
I've
ground?
considered.
Oh, that's a dirty word.
No,
That's a,
I get why other people do it, but I'm not here to maximize my personal rewards. I'm here to support this place because I think it has a bright future, and I'm a bit of a freedom lover. So I think if Splinterlands can prevail, there's a lot of freedom available to a lot of people, a lot of economic freedom possible here. And so it's not, for me, it's not about maximizing my rewards. It's about having somebody who's better known in the community, who only plays manually, just in the spirit of competition rather than the spirit of maximizing. And I get a ton. I get so much for free from this game, based on earlier investments, right? So because I bought all that land with really cheap DEC, by the way, it was like 30 cents per thousand, 30 cents per
I
thousand.
remember the
I bought a
time.
heap of that cheap DEC and then bought a region. Like I ended up with 2 regions. So then with all that land, I just got airdropped an absolute ton of SPS. And because of that SPS, I got airdropped GLX. And because of that, get all the vouchers. So I'm kind of like, the game is just an embarrassment of riches at the moment. It would feel very ungrateful of me to say, hey, look, I'm going to, as one of the better known faces in the game, I'm just going to just take a steaming dump all over that and just automate battles and just walk away and not be part of it. I think there's a thrill in beating somebody who is an OG, right? So the fact that some young champ could just arrive and say, I'm hungry, I want it, I'm going to log. Oh, look, Matt Clark, I've seen him, he's in podcasts, people are talking about him. Let's, you get what I'm saying, right? One of the more high-profile names in the game. I beat him. I want them to know they beat the real, genuine me. There it is, Bob. Yeah, I was going to say that was their match. Pro went to sleep last night. I want them to have the satisfaction of having beaten me, because they go, that guy's got a collection worth $300,000 or something ridiculous, right? It's obviously ebbs and flows. It's got a collection that's worth so much money, and I just smacked him. Wow. This is great. I got a bright future with this game. But if they say, oh, I just beat his bot, or his bot just beat me, then it just feels like there's a wall in your face, right? This isn't a place you can succeed. The big money's always going to win. All of that tired rhetoric that kills the dopamine. So, People's Guild have a promotion on at the moment where you if you come across Yabamat and beat him, then you write a post about it. Then they win prizes and the like. And I think that's great. And I've put my hand up to say, hey, look, if you want to throw me on the target list at some point, that'd be cool. So, so people are out there hunting me, like literally. Okay, if you come up against Matt in Wild Ranked and you beat him, write a post and you win some prizes.
Well,
So, and I love that.
I have to jump in at this point, just remind everyone, just in case people have forgotten, when we had Yabba on the show, I was the only one who beat him in a battle live on the show.
But that with you probably should be you should transition to modern, because in WoW there are bots. So if somebody's bot beat you, it's kind of like they can brag, but it's not really them. And it's just if it's in modern, nobody can say it was bot because it's modern. So bots are not allowed.
Yeah, that's true. Did I mention I'm not very good at the game though? So
yeah, and you also
Modern
mentioned
is-
that you're very modest.
yeah, thank you, and handsome.
I have heard,
No, so
listened some of the show, so it's not always your rhetoric that you're not that good in the game, and we know that that's not true neither. That you're not
thanks,
good
mate.
in
Yeah.
the game.
No, I hate reaching for a card and it's not there, and that happens constantly. The times I've gone to modern and I go, oh, I'll play Cube. Oh no, Cube's gone. Oh, I'll play. Oh no, he's gone. So many of my favorites, and I just love being able to just know that if I'm playing and this is the perfect opportunity for Adelaide Brightwing, then I can just grab her and throw her in.
He wants to be unrestricted.
Yeah,
With choices.
Unrestricted.
yeah. I don't mind so much coming up against bots. I don't bemoan other people using bots. I've never been one of the vehement anti-botters. I've always been I honestly think that people not shutting up about bots cost us far more players than actually having bots. The fact that people will arrive, look at the game, oh yeah, I'll go on the Discord, see what's up. Bots, it's not fair, bots. It's like, if you just shut up, if you shut up for 10 minutes, we'll be flooded with human players. But you just can't shut up. You can't leave it alone. And yeah, I got really sick of that after a while. And I ended up, you were one of the recipients, I think, on Twitch. I just thought, no, I'm going to go and celebrate the human players in the game, and just gave out some orbs and the like to the different
we did enjoy
streamers.
yours. Yeah,
Yeah, but that was just to celebrate humans playing the game and actually just playing the game, and not just talking about bots incessantly. Because I really feel like that was such a bad look for such a long time. We need to move on from that cynical, I'm so clever. I know that there's bots everywhere. I'm going to keep talking about it in Discord, and it's a problem because we focused on it so much, right? And then people arrive and go, "Oh, can you bot in this? I better go and investigate how I can do some botting. I better go and buy 10,000 Chaos Legion packs so I can turn them all into bot accounts." And then it beggars belief. I really feel like if we didn't have Discord, the game would probably be better. The game would probably be flourishing with more players if we didn't have Discord.
I just feel it's not really the bots, but the bot farms that were causing a lot of problems, and it should have been addressed because they were sucking the game dry anyways. Like
Inflating
maybe
everything.
shouldn't be the focus, like the main focus and people talking about it, but taking actions, and especially the way the team done it, like decentralizing them little by little, it was brilliant. So maybe it could have been done without the whole drama and people crying about it. But yeah, I think it needed to be done anyways, and I'm glad we are now, I think, in a much
Better
healthier
place.
Yeah, and
We're
look,
in a better place
there's
now than we were even just like 4 months ago, I reckon. Yeah.
There's absolutely the counter argument that people who complained about bots for years in Discord and then the game took action against bots will now say, well, it's only because we wouldn't shut up about it in Discord. We finally got what we wanted. So that's another counter argument, right? Like I get that as well. So maybe the game would have taken less action had they not been constantly complaining about it. I don't know. We don't have that magic 8 ball to know what past would have happened. But I found myself very, very frustrated with that. So I'm kind of glad that that's coming to an end. I would like to see fewer bots in Wild, but it's not up to me, right? I just see our role, my personal role is getting behind Yabba and doing everything we can to make this game a success. On that note, he's speaking, I believe, in Hivefest in Split in Croatia very soon, around nowish. So I'm really hoping that somehow that footage gets to air and we get to watch that. So
probably.
go Yabba. Good luck over there.
Yeah. But I'm totally with you on that. Yeah, I've always said, like, people, for me it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I don't care about how much is SPS yesterday, today, tomorrow, next week, whatever, or the even the other games that we are not so tightly affiliated with anymore. I have still hopes for GLX. I've seen the V2 demo, the version 2 with the 11 players, and it's definitely something that I can get behind. Like it looks way more entertaining than what we have, and way more something that can appeal to a real football fan, because these six cars that you put, and just, yeah, it's not the same. Like, the game is supposed to be 11 versus 11. That's the main appeal, and when you have that, and I don't think that we have many like that in Web3 space in general. So I think it has a lot of potential if they execute it right. What I've seen from the demos, it looks promising. So I haven't given up totally on GOX. I have my hopes. The social casino seems something that would be executed as well. I think it might bring some eyes on the ecosystem in general. So yeah, it's not only Splinterlands, but I see a lot of positive things possibly happening. So something to look forward to.
Yeah, look, we can build and we can make the right decisions, and I think there's been a lot of that going on recently. But Bitcoin hits 120 grand tomorrow. Every decent alt project who's been around longer than 10 minutes is going to see massive growth, right? Explosion. And then it becomes, who's going to catch the FOMO? Every man and his dog wants to get involved now. Okay, who has the easiest onboarding? Who has the best new player experience? Who's best known as not being a Ponzi scheme because they've been around for 6 years? And obviously to a lesser extent that for GLX, but it's part of the same ecosystem. So yeah, look, I'm very positive, and that's where I think, I've had a few people, because I was technically a millionaire for about 45 minutes when Hive hit its peak. Had 95,000 Hive, and it hit $12 or something, and it was just enough. I remember sitting up late at night and I saw it and I was like, oh, yes, I have $1 million US worth. No, it's $1 million Aussie dollars worth of Hive. It wasn't even US dollars. Yes, I have. I'm actually technically a millionaire. And then I did something else and I came back and it was like on the way back down again, and never resaw those same. And so, you can say, well, I reached that peak, but it becomes something of an abstraction. But I think since then, it's been, to my mind, it's been about not just trying to grow up like a tree, but trying to almost like a mangrove,
landscape.
right? Instead of one big
Pumpkin.
massive pine tree, grow a mangrove, right? So everywhere wins, right? So I'm just kind of feeling like if we do moon, then I'm winning on land, I'm winning on cards, I'm winning on SPS, I'm winning on GLX, I'm winning on all of these different areas that independently are really good money. So I kind of feel like that's a bright future ahead, assuming that Bitcoin hits that, and we're not really in charge of that, right? Like,
And you can always
Bitcoin
say USPS millionaires. So
Yeah.
you are millionaires, so who cares? They don't know
Yeah.
how USPS is.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Should we battle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's say we've got just over 10 minutes left. We'll each send a challenge to Bebe, I think,
Oh,
the guest
I think
on
all
the
at the
show.
same time.
I'll be under the fire, okay? The hot seat.
All right.
So we'll send them at the same time. Just really keep you on his toes.
Well, then I get to choose who I want to face first.
Who would you like first to send you a challenge?
I'm okay with like bring it on, bring it on.
Matt, you wanna go first?
Come at me,
I'm
bro.
also-
All right.
Geo's keen. All right.
Okay,
Send him a
Marcus,
I
challenge,
just sent-
Geo.
I
Yeah, I
just
didn't say that.
I just saw one from Matt and I accepted it. So
Okay.
okay.
Hey, we got melee only, reverse speed, and heavy hitters, and everything's available. 40 mana.
Time just flew.
This
All
is
right,
usually
all
in the
submitted.
editing process where I put in the crickets or the elevator music.
Yeah, on my one, I'm just gonna leave the share screen function on,
Mhm.
just because it's people can look,
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
Go to Power tonight, by the way, Port Power. Anyone who follows along, Port Power, they got if they don't win the final tonight, they're out of the
Wait.
for the year.
Who's in? Who's in?
Port, and I don't even know who they're playing against actually.
So you have
that
more
up,
than
but-
one team in Adelaide.
Yeah, Port Power and the Adelaide Crows.
All right.
Because 2 weeks back, I think Carlton was in the run-up, but I don't know if they won against, was it Brisbane? Or I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I'm not really a huge follower, but I know they haven't won a premiership since '95, I think.
Who's that?
Yeah. Carlton.
Port won in. Okay, yeah. Port
Yeah.
won in 2004, so that's 20 years
Yeah,
since
yeah,
our last
yeah,
one. So that'll be good. But we got steamrolled by Geelong, so
Maybe it was
Oosh.
Geelong who they were up against. Yeah.
Geelong might, yeah.
Have you got a team in, Bebe?
Yeah,
He's struggling.
I'm just thinking. Yeah,
I got under his skin. That's what happened. I got under his skin.
I'll take the risk.
All right. Do you have the ability to share screen, or does someone want to drop the link into the Discord?
Matt, are you going to, or do you want me to?
I can drop the link in. I can't share screen, but if you can
I
share
won't-
screen, that would be easier.
Yeah. Can I? Share screen. Okay. That's the screen I want to share, I guess.
Right. The llama or Yama, actually. So the Yama.
Yeah, man.
You
Yeah,
got to be
in
proper now,
Mexico.
Bob. You
Yeah.
live in, you're
So
an honorary Spaniard now, so spruce up.
any comments before?
Can you just hit Rumble, just forward up to the rule set and then pause it?
So we can see, yeah.
Yeah.
Reverse speed is the only real relevant You can see we've gone mostly for the slower ones. I put the vulture in, which is a little bit too fast, I think, but
Yeah.
but maybe with a bit of scavenge, he goes all right.
Oh, brave tofu, man! What a
Yeah, and I guess it depends on what he's done with the
Mm.
abilities, summoner abilities. Who he gave
He's
scavenge to,
chosen.
probably.
Yeah, he's
Olivia.
chosen scavenge and
Yeah.
And
Olivia
triage
is
Olivia. Yeah.
Tofu's the new Rotwell, Alistair
I
Rotwell,
mean,
isn't he? It's
she
like-
will she will survive the first screeching vulture hit anyways. You don't have
Yep.
weaken something like, right?
Don't have
No.
what? Sorry.
You don't have weaken, like she'll have the four health.
Oh,
so,
inspire. Yeah. No, it's no inspire.
so I mean, hopefully somebody will.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look,
hopefully
I think
the chicken will
I
die.
think you'll take that. Corsair
we'll see.
Bosun hurts.
It will be interesting. Yeah, depends what abilities Olivia picks up on the way,
Yeah.
because she'll be going after the vulture anyways after the chicken is gone.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, hopefully the vulture can take her out beforehand, but the
Yeah.
chicken will probably scavenge. Chicken. Yeah. I don't know. Let's just play and get it done, so we've got time
Yeah.
for another match after.
And Matt's got
Okay.
the demoralize in there as well. So
Yeah.
Oy.
ooh, it's a hard hit there.
Oh yeah, the taunt. I forgot about the taunt.
Okay, it's gone now. Are we gonna get last stand on the chook, Matt?
Yeah. It wouldn't
I know,
surprise
it's
me.
gone. It's gone.
See, Olivia's got 9 health already. That's nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Scavenge and
Mm.
triage.
and she
that
started
is such
gaining
a good
abilities.
combination.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
quite wild.
Yeah, that's nuts. And just those 2 front cards were enough to keep her from the front long enough to make her a real contender.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Neither of us used the knockout rule set too. I noticed. There's no.
Oh,
is there any
and you're
stuns here
missing.
anywhere? Yeah, well, she's getting fast
busted.
now. She's probably got dodge and blind and
Ah,
Yeah.
come on.
magic. Well done, mate. Good work.
I've got to
Get
get.
out of
Somebody,
I've got to get me an Olivia. I've become
Yeah,
a
somebody
fan.
else-
I've become
somebody
a
school him.
fan.
It's
Yeah.
perfect, man. Yeah.
We got just over 5 minutes. So
All right, Gio, you want
I
to go?
sent one. Yeah, I sent.
All right.
Buffet,
So-
pussy. Okay.
Bebe,
Yeah.
do you want to stop sharing screen?
Yeah.
Otherwise, Gio has 2 screens.
Well,
He'll be cheating.
no, I don't. I wish I had 2 screens. My laptop screen broke some time ago, so.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are distracting me, so I cannot put my team on.
So
Okay.
you're still sharing screen there, Bebe?
No, I know. I want to. It's me.
I
It's
thought-
me.
Oh,
I
okay,
want to.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
cool.
choose to.
I'm not watching there.
I know. I believe you, man. I don't. Yeah, just because it gives people something to look at, you know.
Yeah.
If they make it up to this part.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm.
you got
Wait,
a
we got
decently broad
55.
collection too, there, Gio.
Yeah. Well, I bought a few Untamed cards. What was it, like 2 months ago? They were like very cheap, man. Very cheap.
Yeah,
So I was like,
it's really
how
filled
can I
out.
not? Yeah. It's getting there. I mean, I'm happy with the Soulbounds. Like, I know I've said that last time too. I was like, I just love Soulbounds. Just give me more Soulbounds.
And if you have made it this far, first person to comment on the Hive post tacos will get 10 Hive.
Nice.
Oh, we can attack from anywhere. Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Oi, I'm a
Yeah.
bit slow. I didn't really pick up on that too much.
Yeah, but you've got earthquake and poison,
So,
obnoxious gas.
yes, sir.
Obnoxious gas, yeah. Obnoxious gas and earthquake. You've really got to think with that rule set.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it can be all over pretty quickly.
Personally, I'm straight to Krallis.
Yeah, I go
No, immunity from poison, and it's got flying
Yeah,
and self heal.
yeah. There's no earth, so there's no Cora for immunity.
do it.
I usually go heavy on scavenge when there's death and
Yeah.
earthquake. I like to get a bit of a death scavenge team, and death's got some good flyers as well, including the Pelacor Deceiver with backfire. Man, you get some nice hits with backfire. Running low on time, so just
Yeah,
jump into the play.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Let's see it play out.
you love
Olivia
tofu,
again, of
David.
course.
You love tofu. Tofu and
It's
Livia.
meta. It's meta.
Yeah.
It's the card. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
The game is all about trying to take down that play now.
Mhm.
yeah. Oh, he literally did the same play he did with the
Yeah.
was it against the other guy that in brawls.
Oh,
Whoa!
oh, boo-hoo,
Damn,
Boo-hoo.
Gio.
boo-hoo.
Wow.
Gee.
This is all over.
That changed things up.
Yeah. So it just
Did this-
shows it's not broken. Like
No.
yeah, you can have a good run, but it's not like unbroken OP. It's
If you anticipate what the other guy's going to do, there's still ways.
yeah.
That
Oh,
hurt.
shit, that was
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that coastal sentry though, just messes
Yeah.
things up. But yeah, that was all Kulu Mastermind. That was incredible.
Good card. Good card. Yeah.
Yeah.
You maxed that pretty early on, didn't you, Gio? The Kulu Mastermind.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
And giving some melee
Oh.
to the cube
Ooh,
too. That's great.
He's gone. Wow, Bebe's going to have this just on health, I think, unless the cube saves the day.
Oh, is he doing enough damage?
Oh, no,
The cube has
Adelaide's got
void.
wings. Adelaide's got wings. So, oh. And I love how weapons training, you keep your attack even
Oh.
after the weapons training
There it
is
is.
gone.
It's all over,
Yeah.
lads. Oh, great match. What a great way to
Yeah,
finish.
that was
Good job.
sick. Man, I'm scared. I was like, oh
Those
no.
misses, though, the misses.
It's not going to matter though. He's not going to punch
No.
through the cube now.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, you had me on my
Oh.
toes, man.
That was
All
great.
right. That was a
Woo.
good game. That was a good game. All right, so thanks for
Well
joining us. We are out of time. We're going to get cut off any second. Bebe, thanks for coming on the show.
My
Man,
pleasure. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for
Anytime.
watching episode 140. We'll be back next week with 141. I'm Boba Fett. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
see you, dude.